Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff DeVeronica, live from Pittsford Sutherland High School, here to call one of the great rivalries in Section 5 and certainly all of Monroe County, Mendon, Sutherland, Mendon. It's the Vikings against the Knights, and it's two of the top teams that will go into the Class A sectionals next week with a chance, if things go the right way, to maybe knock off Spencerport for a title. You may know my name. I used to work for the Democrat and Chronicle. And this is the first time I'll be covering soccer as a play-by-play person in my life. So we'll do my best. I certainly know the game of soccer, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the top players in this game. I know Grace O'Hara leads the Vikings with 7 goals and 7 assists, and I did get a chance to speak with Coach Palumbo today, and he spoke about how good she is and tough to stop and very fast. We also spoke about the defense of Mendon. And, let's do starting lineups. Fantastic, see? Exactly. Thanks for the help here in the press box. Let's go first for the visiting Mendon Vikings, the starters. Like I mentioned, senior midfielder forward Grace O'Hara, Elena Barr, a sophomore, Janelle Eckel, a senior, Maya Larimer, a junior midfielder, Bridget Merkel, another sophomore. Pretty young group here as I look through it quickly for Coach Pritchard. Lauren DeMarzo, a sophomore defender. And I was told that this is an entire brand new back four for the Vikings. Even more impressive that they are 7-0 on the season. Also starting tonight for Pittsford Mendon, Sophie Tomasi, another sophomore. It's almost like this is a typo. There's so many sophomores. Haley Giordano, a junior midfielder, will be starting. Sabrina Engen, a captain, also in the midfield. She's a senior. Kate Hennessy, a junior. She's on defense. And in goal tonight for the Mendon Vikings, Ari Lawfer. She's a senior. Mendon is coached by Eric Pritchard, assisted by Kerry Thompson, Steve Schreib, former Sutherland head coach for the boys, and also Danielle Gerby. For the Sutherland Knights, I had to hustle, folks, to get up to the press box in here in time. I'm a little out of breath. Sutherland comes in with a record of 5-2-1. Samantha Michaud starting, a senior, a junior, Amy Dunnigan, and we are off and running, folks. Sutherland in the dark jerseys, Mendon in the light ones. Right, guys? Yep. Okay. Allie Finkbeiner starting. She's a sophomore for Sutherland. Ella Wilmot, a junior, a freshman, Megan Georger, starting for Sutherland. Look at the Knights on the move already. Cross is not put in, but it might be a corner kick. Looks like a corner kick here for Sutherland to start, right off the top. Folks, I would tell you that I don't have binoculars and the numbers will be challenging, but we're going to do our best up here. Good looking ball in and, cleared off the line by Mendon. And here's a great chance for a counterattack. Can she get there first? She cannot. Good action first for Sutherland right there, folks. That was senior Natalie Aresti that put it back in for Sutherland. Keep the heat on Mendon here to start. Two great rivals and two good coaches who know their team. They know each other's teams very well. Obviously, the players know each other very well too. Finish off that Sutherland starting lineup. Ashley Finkbeiner, a senior. Junior Ava O'Neill. Ava Allen, also a junior. Laura Bennett, a junior. Abby Capitelli, a junior. And Natalie Aresti, like we mentioned, a senior in the back for the Knights. Good possession. Palumbo told me about the Mendon Vikings. And again, very impressed with this. There's a steal. Number 4 on the steal for the Knights. Abby Dunnigan. Square ball intercepted by the Vikings. Comes number 2 with a touch and go. Nice play, but Mendon retains possession. O'Neal with the steal there. I'll leave one ear exposed, guys, so you guys can help me out. Capitelli coming back from an injury. Will we get a call? Yeah, we will get a call there. So Sutherland controlling play early. Almost 3 minutes into this game, we're scoreless. Thanks to Varsity Media for doing this, folks. Okay, here we go. Free kick in, cleared by Mendon. Boy, the way this is setting up, it just feels like Mendon can spring a counter and catch Sutherland. Ava Allen on the ball now. Good control. Got her head up looking for a good pass. Good ball there. To number 4, Abby Dunn again. I beg your pardon. I think I have that number wrong. Was that right? How about that? Number 11 tries the through ball. There's Dunn again. Cleared away. Nice play by, looks like number 13, Sophie Tomasi from Mendon. Good control here by Sutherland. Good composure on the ball. Dangerous again. She take a crack. She does. And Ari Laufer is on it for Mendon. Only a couple games left in the regular season, and sectionals are coming around. Obviously, Spencerport has won this class 5 years in a row, beating Mendon last year in the championship match. And in the semis, I believe it was Mendon beating Sutherland. So obviously a great rivalry games. Crisp air here, 37 degrees in lovely Pittsford, New York tonight. These teams traditionally would be playing in maybe a semifinal or a championship match around this time of the season, but they're used to playing in this kind of weather. 20 carrying forward, that's Laura Bennett for Sutherland. Plays it out wide. Again, keeper off her line. Nice job, Ari Laufer, reading that well. Almost all the play so far on the Mendon side of the field. Sutherland doing well. Let's see if Mendon can build something out of the back. Again, Sutherland winning the 50-50 balls in the midfield. Let's see who's these Sutherland scorers are this year. Ashley Finkbeiner with 6 goals, 2 assists on the season, and 6 and 4 for Laura Bennett. So they're the most opportunistic, and a chance to could give Sutherland lead here if you go based on the percentages. Here comes Mendon. Bennett up since varsity since a freshman, which is rare. But young and talented will get you a spot on any good team. Sutherland knocking the ball around well, but Mendon just is getting that last pass. Trying to get a number on the outside back. Allen clears it. Sabrina Engen with the throw in here. First time Mendon's gotten this down this far in the field. Broken up by Aresti. Mendon with a shot. Ponytails in the way of that number, folks. What do you got? 15 for Mendon? Yeah, Haley Giordano for Mendon, a junior. And off the bench, I believe. No, she may have started. I beg your pardon. Good composure. Knocked out will be a Mendon throw-in. About 7 minutes in, scoreless here at Pittsford Sutherland, the annual rivalry game. Be the only one this year. No return game, obviously, with the pandemic and such a shortened season, but everyone real happy that kids are playing sports again here in Section 5 and beyond. Here we go. Sutherland, once again, Mendon, good composure in the back. Here comes Aresti with the throw-in. Try to get something going for the Knights. Oh, knocked off the ball. No fall, no call. Composure by Mendon here again on the wide side. Lauren DeMarzo, just a sophomore. Middle of the field, that's number 4. Elena Barr knocks it on. Can she get there? On the quick turf, she cannot. We'll have a Sutherland throw-in. Well, I see a camera down there with a big lens. Maybe that is the Democrat Chronicle down there. We will see. Not a lot of amateurs have a lens that big. That looks like maybe Jamie Germano from here. I was there 25 years. I got to give him a little bit of a plug. And now I work in West Irondequoit, folks, if you didn't know. I work in the Central District Office in Public Relations and Communications. So I really enjoyed my time covering Section 5 sports. And I still do that with the Canandaigua National Bank High School Sports Show. I beg your pardon, Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Wow. Good work on, oh, here comes number 4 again. That's Elena Barr. Wide side, she goes out wide to Bridget Merkel. Merkel in front, little touch. I think that's off Mendon. I think we got a goal kick coming up, yeah. Good action there from the Vikings. Pretty decisive in their play. Quick decisions, which is what you need. Sutherland coming off a couple of wins in a row of Arcadia and Brockport, following a tie to Athena. And the last game before that was a 2-1 loss to Mercy. Only other loss was a season opener to Athena for the Knights. Good takeaway there. 14 for the Knights. That's Ashley Finkbeiner, one of the captains. Good ball ahead, can't control it. Tough touch there. Pass was a little hot. I beg your pardon, what's the last name? Okay. The Finkbeiner sisters for the Knights, okay. That's got to be really cool to be able to play with your sister, your senior season, the sophomore playing with the senior. Very cool for a couple of sisters in Sutherland. Ari Loffer here with the goal kick. Oh, 11th minute we'll call it, folks. 11th minute. Tried to be controlled there by 5. Looks like we got a whistle. Mary Kate Leon. Got a foul on Sutherland. Here come the Vikings. Mendon riding 2 straight shutouts. Beat Canandaigua 2-0 and Athena 4-0 in the last 2 matches. 4 shutouts among the 7 wins for Pittsford Mendon on the season. But when I broke into sports writing here in the late 80s, early 90s, Doug Kircher was the coach for Sutherland, and they were always really good and really tough. Covered a couple of championship games for sectionals out in Brockport, early November weather that was really nasty, but tough girls for the Knights, and certainly Kirch with a huge impact on soccer locally here in the area with his involvement in the Olympic Development Program back in the day. The Empire State Games, coaching then. Another goal kick. Oh, I do. She was all good at Rochester. Danielle Turry. Yeah, okay. A lot of great action here. Oh. Yeah, those names change when they get married, and I can't figure who they are. I do remember the name Danielle Turry, though, yeah. She had a long ponytail, as I remember, back in the day. Sutherland plays it to the middle here. Oh, deceptive little turn there. Nice job. Boy, some of the short passes Sutherland was using early, they've gone away from that a little bit. See if they can start to build up again. Good header there. Good clearance. Not a lot of action so far for Samantha. I think it's Michaud, senior goalkeeper for Sutherland. And I'm sure that's just fine with Coach Palumbo, so he can keep all that beautiful black hair and no more grays coming in. He's a gym teacher over in West Veronica, so I know Adam a little bit. And I certainly know Coach Pritchard from covering so many Mendon games over the years and teams that played all the way to the final day, state championship tries for Mendon. Here we go. Here was some build-up play. Good ball. Good job keeping that in play, in bounds. That's number 12 for Sutherland. Megan Georger. Oresti again with the throw-in. Laura Bennett with the turn. Good job sneaking through. Good ball ahead. 17 trying to get through in a shot. Just wide of the far post. Ava O'Neill with the best chance of the game for either team and just slides it past the right post. Great little ball ahead by Bennett there. Great composure and vision and touch on that pass to give her teammate a chance to get a good touch on that. I'm going to call that the fourth shot of the game for the Knights, and I'm going to say we got one for the Vikes. And since I don't think there's anyone else keeping stats on this game, except over on the benches, will we call that an accurate depiction, guys? 4-1 probably? All right, Sullivan again on the attack. Nice job by the center back for the Vikings. Good composure, trying to turn and see that number. 13, yeah. Oh, Tomasi's the one. Oh. Yeah, Tomasi with some good composure in the back for Mendon, getting that ball out of there. Is that Becky Frank in the back there for? She's up front. Yep, got her. Here's a good move here. All the way up from the back. Grace Allen, remember that name, playing at Marquette now? Okay, that's her sister. Ava in the lineup now. The young lady here with the ponytail, it's tough to see that number. It's 19. But here comes number 2 for Mendon, puts it across. Good vision, just a step shy on that one. Good pass. Number 2 for Mendon, Grace O'Hara. Boy, I haven't called her name much so far. O'Hara having the kind of season, when you think about it, 7 matches, she has 7 goals and 7 assists. And if I could do some quick math, 2, 4, 6, 11, 9, 14, 16, 20. She's factored in 14 of the 20 goals for Mendon on the season with those 7 goals and 7 assists. She's having the type of season that if Mendon were somehow to upset Spencer Porter, then hey, it's soccer. Anything can happen. Two unbeaten teams right now. Good shot in. Offers on that one. That's the kind of thing that people look at for Algreta Rochester at the DNC. If your team wins a championship and you're having a great season, that certainly would give Grace O'Hara an edge over a lot of people for AGR Player of the Year. Yes, we'll have a mass break in a couple minutes, folks. That is Ava Allen in the back, by the way. I beg your pardon for that. 19 for Sutherland, doing a nice job in the back. I think that's 15 for Mendon there. Haley Giordano again, broken up. That's Becky Frank right there, yeah. Okay. The long black ponytail, I got it now. No need to even see the numbers now. Just going by the black ponytail. Tough trap there. Yeah, that'd be great. 90 seconds from a mask break here. Really great to see Section 5 has put together a great plan. I know some people were a little disappointed with the state association for not getting their plans out there sooner for the fall, but again, some of the directives and communications coming from Albany and the governor's office, I can tell you from talking to Dr. Robert Zayas, the New York State Public High School Athletic Association commissioner, executive director, I should say, that sometimes they were frustrated not getting enough information from the governor. So glad to see it all happened and that we're playing soccer and all the other sports in the fall. We'll see what happens for the winter. Scoreless here at Pittsford Sutherland, about 19 minutes into the match. That's O'Neill on the ball. Good little turn. Reset for Sutherland. I believe that's 14, 16. Emma Shelton. Oh, no, that's not. I beg your pardon. Erin Ricketts, maybe. Good play, Laufer. Laufer covers it. Let's see who put that ball in front. Nice job. Right wing over there for Sutherland. So you're coming back. We'll try to get a number for you. Far side of the field, it's a tough one. Good steal there. Number 4 for Mendon, Elena Barr. We're about 7 seconds away from a mask break. Yeah. Out of bounds, throw in. They're going to keep it playing. No, we're going to go mask break. So through the first 20 minutes, it's scoreless here at Pittsford Sutherland with the Vikings of Mendon and the Sutherland Knights girls soccer. We're going to take a break right here. You're watching Varsity Media live coverage of Section 5 sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 8.
We are back here live at Pittsford Sutherland. Thanks for joining us on Varsity Media coverage of Section 5 sports. And once again, thanks to the Turk, Ben Turkson, and his entire production crew throughout the entire state, really providing great coverage. Live coverage, you know, obviously with the pandemic rules, it wasn't easy. Only a certain amount of fans. I think it's uniform throughout the county, at least two fans per athlete on the roster. So obviously limited capacity for social distancing reasons and physical distancing, whatever you want to call it, and being safe. So hopefully if you're a grandparent or an aunt and uncle or extended family, or you got a whole bunch of kids in the family that are watching the match tonight, thanks for joining us here on Varsity Media. My name's Jeff DeVeronica. I've covered Section 5 sports since, 1994. Before that, I was a part-time writer at the Democrat Chronicle in the early 90s, so a long time. And this is a great rivalry. Mendon Sutherland, we are scoreless through the first 20 minutes. And joining me now to provide some perspective is Joel Belthazer. Joel Belthazer from Varsity Media. Hi, Joel. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, Jeff, great to be here. And we want to give a big shout out to you. Thanks for taking some time to call a game for us.
No, excited to do it. You know, one thing I can tell you from not being at the newspaper every day is I don't get to see a lot of games. Most of them I do see involve Irondequoit because that's where I work. But really great. I mean, certainly a rivalry game is always great. And just like the game started, a little pressure here from Sutherland to get it going. This is O'Neill wide to number 12. That's Megan Georgia with a cross in, and it's still dangerous. Laufer with the cover. Nice job again coming off her line. Patience and not coming out too soon. But then when she made her move, she got after it. And that's one thing I've learned from watching soccer for more than 20 years is that the best goalkeepers, once they decide to go, they go. They're not indecisive whatsoever. And one guy that I always love watching play for the Rochester Rhinos for a couple seasons that was really good at that was Pat Onstadt. When he came out for a ball, no one was going to get in his way. He was going to get there. But you can't be indecisive as a goalkeeper. Sutherland, Ava Allen plays it forward, cleared away by Mendon. That's 22 for Mendon. Kate Hennessy with the clear there. Don't worry, all those kids on the far side of the field that we can't see the numbers once they switch to the second half. We'll get their names in there all the time. I certainly don't want to see a scoreless tie. That's no one. I don't think anyone likes seeing that in soccer. But certainly hotly contested so far. And I would say Sutherland has had the better of play. We got a handball look like maybe that bounced up kind of high, and it clipped the hand of Grace O'Hara. Just dropped back a little bit here for the Vikings. Maybe a little tactical switch here by Coach Pritchard. Is Ava Allen going to take this free kick? Good ball into the, not into the box, cleared out, well done. Ava O'Neill gets it, let's see, she gets it wide. Well done there. That's 17 maybe, it is 17 for Mendon, Sabrina Engen. Good defense again, that's Ava Allen again, isn't it? Yeah. Really nice job commanding the back for Sutherland.
Yeah, been a lot of possession for Sutherland so far in the offensive half.
Yeah, for sure. And you've seen a lot of games, Joel. What you know, the competitiveness of these games. It seems like no one's missed a beat. You think maybe some kids weren't in shape because not much of a preseason, but it seems pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the fact that they're combining a season in such a short period of time. There's so many games, but there's just been so many good competitive games. A lot of overtime games too, exciting finishes. So, like you said, I mean, it didn't look like any rust so far this season when they first started. There's just been some good games.
Engen gets it forward. Nice job by Mendon there. Taken away though. That's Ava Allen again. Boy, that's another similarly looking ponytailed girl. Let's see. She turns around. We can see that number. We can get it for you folks. Abby Dunnigan with the play there for the Knights. Pretty clean game here too. I mean, not a lot of physical play, which is good to see. Sometimes, when you get a rivalry game, it can get a little chippy.
Got the boys playing just a few miles down the road over at Thornell Park right now as well.
Yep. Great venue. Four in the blue for. Abby Dunnigan with 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. About 15 minutes left to play here in the first half. We'll see if they had any extra time or stoppage time, as they say. Will we get our first corner kick for the Vikings? We are. And is that 25 way over there? Kieran Brent, maybe? We'll see. Ball in low, and looks like it's chested out by Capitelli. Knocked back in. She's on it. Michaud on it for Mendon. Beg your pardon, for Sutherland. First corner kick for Mendon. That ties him up with Sutherland. Little history lesson, folks. Back in the day, I think it was in the North American Soccer League, if the game finished tied, whoever had more corner kicks actually got more points for the match. So those actually matter. Back then they mattered. Now they really don't matter at all. Good step forward there. 22 for Mendon. Kate Hennessy. Always smart. I mean, you have to, as a defender, you have to have good anticipation. This is O'Hara. Back out. Square ball. She'll probably play it wide here. And it's going to be a little fast on the turf, out of bounds. Be a Sutherland throw in here. Joel, what do you like covering? Is there a favorite sport for you to cover in Section 5?
I don't want to single out one sport. I could just.
It's nice and warm in gymnasiums. That's what I always say.
Winter sports are a little nice.
And let me say, it's very pleasant in here. I was very worried since we were approaching some freezing temperatures, and there's some snow flurries this afternoon. But
yeah, they were nice enough to get the space heater working for us, so it's nice and toasty inside. But no, I mean, all sports. This is what we love to do. All of our videographers just love covering sports, and we're fortunate to get to go out year round and cover all different types of sports. And now with COVID and with the restrictions, we're covering some sports that we normally didn't get to cover, such as
Feels it.
some swimming and gymnastics and
That's great.
sports like that. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
15 for Mendon, plays it forward. There's O'Hara. 15 with Haley Giordano. Broken up, another good play. Oh, that's tough. 22 maybe for Sutherland. Callie Johnson, if that is Callie. I beg your pardon if it's not. Looking right here in the back.
Backside. Look this way. Come on, Meg. Come on, Meg.
Oh. Throw in here for Sutherland. Just under 12 minutes left to play in the first half. We are scoreless here. Mendon and Sutherland, girls soccer. No, it looks like a new center back here for Sutherland. That's what I'm trying to figure out who that is. 25. It's Natalie. Natalie Oresti, I think, in the back. Whoever's on the 50-yard line, I'm trying to at double 23. Here we go. Abby Capitelli, I beg your pardon. Okay. Oh, here we go. Counter chance here for Mendon. We'll see that speed that Palumbo was telling me about earlier today. On the wide, it's Bridget Merkel. Ava Allen breaks it up nicely, plays it out. O'Hara plays it in, broken up. That's Capitelli with the command there in the back for Sutherland. Good ball ahead here. This is a foot race. And it looks like, oh, she wanted to play it out. And are we going to get a play? No, not a play on. It's going to be a foul on Mendon. Sutherland get a good look here at a free kick and try to place this in front into a dangerous area. And Laufer will have to be quick off her line again, possibly. I don't think he can take a shot from this far. Looks like Ava O'Neill's going to be the trigger player here on the kick. Make sure we get our eyes in front and see who clears it or scores it or whatever happens here. 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes to go. She did take a shot. It tipped out, and it's loose, and it's up. That went crossbar and then of the goal, and then crossbar of the football, and that was 17, I believe. 12, I beg your pardon, 12. Megan Georger, the freshman for Sutherland, nearly scores.
Take another look at it here on replay. That was close. Right off the, just above.
So Laufer came out, got a hand on it, couldn't get it cleanly. The rebound loose, and Georgia almost scores to put Sutherland up here with under 10 minutes to go in the first half. We are still scoreless at Pittsford Sutherland. Finkbeiner, Georgia, nice move. But Georgia is just a freshman. Some really good footwork there by Georgia. Impressive stuff. Not surprising for young soccer players from Pittsford, I can tell you that from over the years. Laufer's been very busy for the Knights tonight. So far, a clean sheet for her, but some tense moments recently there in the last couple minutes. Certainly, I'm thinking, I don't know, Joel, I'm thinking like 70-30 the way the play is. It's been pretty decisive for Sutherland so far.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. 70-30 sounds about right. Seems like they've been the Mendon half of the field most of the game. Yeah, most of this first half. And they've had a few chances themselves too.
Good play there. The Mendon defender broke him back up. Sutherland this is Bennett. Plays it out wide. Not going to get through. Engen. That's Engen with the stop. Bennett with a good cut. Broken up again by Mendon. Boy, the determination of this Mendon defense is very impressive. It's bending, but it's not breaking. And there's a lot of fight for these 50-50 balls when it gets down to the nitty-gritty. But, if you look at some of the scores, guys, I mean, Joel, this has not been 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 5-0 over Arcadia, 3-2 over Brockport.
Yeah,
Some tight games, but I think there's a bit of haves and have-nots right now in Section 5.
Yeah, it's tough to figure out sometimes. Soccer in general can be that way sometimes too. But
Giordano plays it out wide. Far side of the field, played ahead. Good trap there. Comes a counter for Sutherland now. Probably a little too far ahead. Yep. Good idea. Good plan. You know, when I was a young soccer player, I never understood that because I only played a couple years of varsity soccer. But there are times when you want your defender to play it out just to stop play and give up possession because you need to get organized. And not try to make some sort of crazy turn and play the ball back into play. You want that usually tame throw in to kind of help your defense reset.
Yeah, you're right. If you're a coach, a lot of times you just want to kick it out if it's a dangerous situation, or like you said, give your team a chance to regroup, get set. Using error on the side of caution there if you're a defender, just knock it out. Don't create a turnover there.
Approaching 5 minutes left here, first half scoreless at Sutherland. The unbeaten Vikings trying to keep it that way against their rivals. Sutherland comes in 5-2-1, unbeaten in 3 straight, 2-0-1 since that 2-1 loss to Mercy a bit ago. This is shaping up to be one of those games, though. If you know, Sutherland's had the better of it. Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's going to be a cruel. Georgia, boy, that one's taken away. 15 by Mendon was a good fight. Haley Giordano takes it away from Georgia. We got a foul. We're going to go the other way. Foul on Sutherland there. Boy, I'm very impressed with what I've seen by Georgia here so far for Sutherland. And I would say that if she was a senior and she's a freshman. So Engen for Mendon. Plays it up and headed away. And that's Grace O'Hara. They need to get the ball on her foot a little bit more. 5 more ways to get her touches. This is number 9. Maya Larimer. Back to Engen again. Used to be a fantastic defender in the U.S. national team. Played at Western New York Flash named Whitney Engen. Spelled a little differently, but pronounced exactly the same. Oh, this is done again with the steal. She needs some support, patience. Georgia knocked off the ball there. Boy, that's one of those that could have been a whistle. And it was outside the box, so it wasn't like it was going to be a PK. I bet you Palumbo wanted that one.
Two players going hard. That's one of those that goes either way.
Yeah, usually that goes to the offense. So
Yeah, it does.
yeah, Georgia, good touch here by Bennett. She's pretty pesky or pretty tricky too. Finkbeiner with the ball, good possession, plays it back. 25 plays it up. It's Natalie Aresti. Dunnigan. Finkbeiner. This is Ava O'Neill. And here's some of these touches, these little short build-up passing games Sutherland used early. The way things are going, we're going to learn these Sutherland names a lot quicker. The passes and the but that's part of maybe what the Vikings will talk about at halftime is that they're not, once they get possession, and maybe they're more of a counterattack team, but they're not holding the ball as much. Sutherland is certainly doing that. Georgia's not going to make it there. Picked off by number 9. For Mendon, Maya Larimer, a junior. This is Larimer again and knocked out. We'll have that off Georgia. That's going to be a throw in here for the Vikings. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first half. We are scoreless. Mendon against Sutherland. The long ball here. O'Hara plays it into space, and this could be dangerous. Look out. It's touched first by the Mendon player and cleared out. That's Ava Allen with a good defensive play to get that out. They call that no man's land a bit there for the keeper, Michaud, for Mendon, and that's what I mean about soccer, right? another bounce there, and it's a Mendon goal, and all of a sudden the Sutherland heads drop. We got to have to get it back. But soccer, I've seen so many cruel losses in soccer over the years, and the way the possession and the chances are shaping up, it could turn out to be that for the Sutherland Knights. And maybe this is part of the Mendon success, that they bend, but when they get their chance, they take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely their best opportunity tonight. And I would say both teams have had one really good or fairly good opportunity, so it might just come down to that.
Well, Sutherland hit the bar, so I'm going to give the Knights the edge on that one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what kind of changes the coaches make at halftime. We'll see if they. I think if you're a pitcher, you got to find a way to get the ball at O'Hara's feet more. There's no way she scored 7 goals and had 7 assists with this little time on the ball. 1 minute left in the half. Always dangerous if you're a soccer player. Always got to be alert. Ball in front. Never know. And now she stays on her line. Michaud does, and the ball's played out. Right move to stay back. We're going to Ava Allen here with the goal kick. Looks like a big left foot coming. Excellent. And Mendon's got an Engen to O'Hara. Broken up by 17, I believe. That's Ava O'Neill. Plays it up. Probably going to be too far out. 5-4. We're going to end the first half scoreless. And there's your buzzer. Nice round of applause from the fans here with their hats and their gloves. High 30s here at Sutherland tonight and throughout the region. Saw some snow this morning. We are at the half. We'll have 7 minutes here of halftime. Come back with you more. Joel, do we chat? What do we do here at halftime?
Yeah, take a little break. Come back with a few minutes to go before the half and get things going.
Sounds fantastic. You're watching Varsity Media coverage of Section 5 Sports from Pittsford. We are back getting ready for second half coverage from Pittsford Sutherland. It's girls soccer. We are scoreless through the first half. The Knights from Sutherland come in at 5-2-1 and certainly had the better of play for much of that half. A little bit better the last 10 minutes for Mendon in one 50-50 chance, really, half chance, as they say in soccer. We did have Sutherland actually hit the crossbar at one point. Megan Georgia hit the crossbar after a good little build-up from a nice pass from Laura Bennett, but it didn't go in, so we're still scoreless. And you have to wonder if that's going to come back to be something that the Knights look at and say, boy, that's the one we needed to put in. My name is Chef DeVeronica, joined by Joel Belthaser. Belthaser from Varsity Media, and really glad to be providing this coverage for Section 5. And I can tell you that it's really great. Boy, I wish, if I was still a sports writer, this would be great if you guys did this all the time. We could do coverage all the time and just sit in the office and cover 3 games at once. But no, it's a really great service for, obviously, with the pandemic and limited capacity and limited amount of family members that can come to a game to watch their child play. So really great that Section 5, I think Monroe County really. Is it Monroe County or Section 5 that really, I think it's Monroe County that has the deal with, to get all these things live streamed.
Folks, before we get started, on the other side of town, the score is 1-1, Knights and Vikings.
Who's winning? I'm just kidding. 1-1 in the boys' game over at Thornell Park, Mendon and Sutherland. And we're tied here, 0-0, and we are underway in the second half. Certainly it starts out the way Mendon wants with some possession. Pass intercepted. Number 11 there for the Knights. Ella Wilmot with the interception. It looks like Engen plays it wide.
And if you're Mendon, you got to think you didn't probably play your best half of the season so far, but like you said, it's 0-0, and there's still a full half. All it takes is one chance. So
that's soccer. You can be outplayed, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we've got Allie Finder now closest to us. We've got Abby Tapp in the middle, and we've got Ava Allen playing on the far side.
Mendon going to try to build out of the back here, which is a similar theme to the first half. That looks like Georgia. Probably Bennett. Touch through. It's going to go out over the end line probably. No, it's going to be played out, and it's probably a corner kick for the Knights. Yep. And it's going to be a throw or a corner kick? Looks like a throw. And it's a Rusty, I think, with the throw. Yeah, I think Aresti moves up in a lot of those throws. Well, we've got a bit of a confusion here for the throw or a free kick, and boy, if I could stop time, I'd be fantastic. My daughter'd have a father forever. No, it is a corner kick here. Okay, a little clarification. The referees got together, as good ones do, and they got it right. So it's a corner kick here for Sutherland, which I thought should have been the call anyway. We'll see what happens here. Second corner kick of the match for Sutherland. Put in front. It's a high one to the back post. Just missed on the header. Good kick. Dangerous.
great ball to the far post.
Mendon trying to get it out of their side here. Boy, Sutherland is pretty good at not giving Mendon much time to handle the ball. Once a Mendon girl has the ball at her foot, some of Sutherland is applying the defensive pressure. Nice job by the Knights. Here we go. Here come the Vikings. Played out, though. Looks like it's going to be a Sutherland throw. Is this O'Hara? Allie Finkbeiner, okay. Look out. Good D. Whoa. See, that's what I mean. They don't give up on a play. Nice job by 22 there for the Knights, or the Vikings, rather. That's Kate Hennessy's. A couple of nice plays tonight. 5 puts it in. That's going to ends up being a shot. Laufer's on it. Allie Finkbeiner, the sophomore, with the shot. A good one there. You're not going to beat too many keepers from that distance. Maybe you get a rebound. Maybe you get one of your teammates running on it. But worth a chance. Good anticipation there.
I guess in a game with limited chances so far, can't hurt to put the ball on net. See what happens.
Yeah, and it will get, it might already be a little slippery out there. The ball's going to get a little dewy. That was a good play there by DeMarzo. Boy, there used to be a really good boys player for men named Josh DeMarzo. I wonder if there's any relation there. Going to play it back here for Laufer. She can't touch that with her hands, folks. Her first touch has to be with her feet. Oresti plays it forward. O'Neal, here we go again. This is Bennett. She's tricky, and she's on goal. And it's going to be a great save by Laufer. Boy, the defender did a nice job of giving enough duress that Bennett couldn't get anything going there. And Laufer just waited for the right moment to pounce, and that was 11 on defense. DeMarzo, I just mentioned her, the sophomore. Pretty cagey move there by making sure she did not let Bennett get away from her and didn't foul her either. That's another important piece there because Bennett certainly had an edge on the play. And DeMarzo didn't foul her, which if she does, it's a penalty kick, no doubt, in that spot on the field. It's one of those plays. Just play it out, reset your defense. Mendon throw in.
Take one more look at that. It was a nice give and go there, and like you said, great job not fouling here, just stepping in front.
Just staying in front.
Letting that keeper get out there. Good defensive play.
It's good shielding there by DeMarzo. I think it was DeMarzo. This is 13 playing ahead. The Alex Morgan number, like every other. Sophie Tomasi, sophomore for Mendon. But it's Michaud on it with a big punt. One hopper headed and a touch and go, but Mendon's going to be on it. That's Hennessy. This is number 4 for Mendon. She's had a lot of the action tonight. Elena Barr. Playing across. And we'll see if this, out it goes. Wilmot with a throw into the corner. It's a good cross there. No one's going to be home. He shows on it. I beg your pardon, Laufer. My bad. I've flipped here. Allie Finkbeiner ahead. This is number 9 again. Larimer Capitelli breaks it up. Sometimes the defenses are just better than the attackers. That's just the way it is. It's easier to play. I mean, you got to be special to score goals. You got to be creative. You got to have teamwork. You got to have cooperation. Sometimes you need a break too. But it's definitely and this comes from an old defender. I only played defense when I played soccer. Defense is easier than offense in soccer. Good fight from both teams here. So that's O'Hara. Now she's a little more active here. They need that. But certainly, and I'm going to do a little more looking here, guys, just at what's going on with O'Hara because, and if Sutherland's got one girl marker, it looks like from the looks of it quickly, it looks like Laura Bennett is. Oh, here comes. No, it's not like they're having someone stick to O'Hara here. I'm looking at it right now. O'Hara's. Look out. Here comes O'Neill. Plays it wide. That's probably Georgia again. And shot on goal, save. Maybe, maybe could have done a little bit more with that. She's been fantastic all night for the Knights.
Yeah, maybe just waited a little bit longer for some of the other attackers to get
Yeah, a little more support up there. We're about 9 minutes in here to the second half. And scoreless at Pittsford Sutherland. It's Mendon against Sutherland. Ashley Finkbeiner with a nice play. Wilma plays it back to Allie Finkbeiner.
It's got to be impressed so far with the aggressiveness of Sutherland. They are just, seems like they're winning most 50-50 balls. They just seem to be right now maybe a little more aggressive team.
Yep, I agree with you, Joel. I agree with you, and that's paying dividends. Again, the ball now is the field is flipped, and the ball is down here on the other side. But it's once again the Knights attacking. Dunnigan's played well tonight. Bennett, tricky on the ball as usual. Little too much mustard on that pass. Oh, I just got really hungry. I said mustard. I missed dinner tonight, guys. Like the old days, I missed dinner. All right, we got some substitutions here. Looks like Becky Frank in, and out goes Abby Dunnigan, I believe. Allie Finkbeiner is going to be the throw in here to trigger. Lainey Willis also into the match. Ava O'Neill plays it wide. Good composure here. Arresti wide to probably Georgia. Out of play. We got a Mendon throw. We are 10 minutes into the second half now. It's okay. We're doing great, I think. It's getting better here. Here comes a chance. Is that Bennett? Cleared away by Mendon again. A little touch and go for Capitelli. No. I beg your pardon. That was Elena Barr. Elena Barr almost could have been a really dangerous chance there. Plays it up the sideline. Here goes O'Hara. That's that speed we've been told about. Will she touch it? She gets a touch, and it's going to be a goal kick. I think she was trying to maybe play that off a defender and get herself a corner, and she didn't connect with the defender. I think that was the play here by O'Hara.
I think you're right there. Yeah, she had two defenders around her, probably just trying to get a little tap off the leg and Mendon a corner kick.
Not the best kick. Barr, shifty. 10 plays it in front, loose ball, cleared out by Sutherland. And now Sutherland will try to do a little countering here. Numbers are pretty even. Good hustle by Mendon getting back. Picked off. They're looking for Georgia, as they have been a lot. Ava O'Neill again. Broken up by Mendon. See that? Again, there you go. There's another, just a little bit more effort there for that 50-50 ball, Joel, and it goes in it, and it stays with Sutherland. Here we go. This is Wilmot. Wilmot still. Wilmot cuts to the middle. Looking for some help. Plays the ball through. No one there. She's got time to settle here. That's O'Neill. Plays it wide for Georgia. We know where she is on the field these days. She's going to try a little pass in front to Frank, and it's going to go out, and it's... Yep, it is a corner kick. Usually the referee points to the corner with the flag, and I don't really see that happening over there. Frank's gonna on the goal line. Okay. Tough to make out who's taking the corner. Probably O'Neal. O'Neal in front. Header is high by Bennett. Good job getting on the other end of that thing. And again, you see that's the third, I believe, the third corner for Sutherland. And you know, sometimes when you put the kind of pressure they are on, eventually the defense does wear down. You can kind of feel it coming. And I feel something's going to happen good for Sutherland to keep this up.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, I mean, give Mendon defense credit. I mean, you mentioned it before, a little bit of bend, but they're not breaking so far. But you're right, that momentum's starting to build for Sutherland.
Lawford's been very good tonight for Mendon. And the defense has been very good. I mean, I think the midfield, Sutherland's definitely winning the midfield, and that's keeping the ball down the other end. This is Georgia. Not afraid to go one-on-one against somebody, face them up. Ball taken away from Frank. Good play by Mendon. That's Bennett. Over to Finkbeiner, broken up. Frank, the shot up and just over. Was that O'Neal? Finkbeiner with a shot just over. Another good look for Sutherland. They almost made me sound smart there, like something was going to happen there. But really, it is starting to happen for them, and we'll see. We'll see if we're going to get a goal out of this thing. I just don't like scoreless ties. Never have, never will. Right there. 25 minutes left in the scoreless tie. See if that changes. Good shot there, right at Lawfer. That was Frank? Well done, O'Neal to Frank. They're just starting to get more shots on goal. It's one of those things where, you know, will it happen for the Knights or will Mendon counter? Oh, there's a bit of a little forearm shiver by Bennett. No call on Elena Barr. Comes a Mendon throw this time. See if the Knights in the all-white can flip it a little bit. Sophomore DeMarzo with the throw into 15. That's Haley Giordano. Calling the names of a lot of underclassmen in this ballgame. It's good. Bodes well for both teams. Tried to get it through to Georgia. Broken up nicely by probably Engen over there. Finkbeiner ahead. Frank broken up again. Georgia broken up. Finkbeiner again. Plays it back. Not a lot of space to work there. Can she get on the other end of it? She can. The touch. Wilmot plays it up. And it's okay. It's another Sutherland throw. Boy, I might run somebody to the end line here and try to get a corner out of this if I'm Sutherland.
Yeah, they've been getting closer on the corners. So that would be
Number 5 on the throw coming up for Sutherland. That's Allie Finkbeiner. Frank plays it in. I beg your pardon. Finkbeiner plays it in. And out over the end line, it's going to be a Mendon goal kick. A little disappointed they didn't get more out of that than that, if you're Sutherland. It was Ella Wilmot and Finkbeiner combining down there.
They're going to stop the clock, not sure why.
Got about 2.5 minutes till a mass break. 22.5 minutes left in the match.
It's hard to see them. I mean, nuts.
Yeah.
You know it's cold. You know it's cold when the fans don't yell at the clock keeper to put more time back on the clock. It's not that bad. The wind is not whipping the way we thought it could have tonight. Certainly not the way it was last night in Rochester.
I mean, all things considered so far, starting the season so late in October, it's been pretty nice out. We'll take this guy. Not tonight per se, but so far, and then looking ahead, the rest of the week's supposed to be pretty nice.
Where's Mr. Barker? I thought maybe we were going to get Scott Barker up here, huh?
Yeah, he must be over.
He's over at the boys' game, yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll have to see him next time I end up in Pittsford.
The busiest man in Section 5.
Yes, you got that right. That's Loffer with the kick. Or Bennett, part of a lot of action tonight. This is Allie Finkbeiner ahead. Good idea. Good idea. See, this could turn into good smart play there by 13 for Mendon. Sophie Tomasi, the sophomore, just letting it go out of bounds. No need to play that. Reading what the attacker was doing, which was not going to get there in time anyway. So, well played, young lady. For you talking about for Sutherland?
Yeah, the blue right there, solo right in front. It is 4. It is.
Yeah,
Dunnigan,
still can't see.
I can't tell. I think it's Dunnigan. She went back into Becky Frank right there. Yeah, right there, that one. Because that's the absolute thing finder right there.
Again, Pony. No, that's a name we haven't called. That's number 8. That's Kate Lansler, captain. Lanthier, I beg your pardon. And she's listed as a defender, but she's certainly not defending right now. She's going to try to get on the other end of this free kick. Allie Finkbeiner with a kick a little low, comes right back to her, plays it in. This is Wilmot. Oh, she megs her. I think she did. I think well played. Wilmot staying with it, trying to get something out of this, and it's going to be out for a goal kick. Once again, nice play by, I believe it was Tomasi. Tangling again with the Sutherland attacker. 30 seconds from a mass break. This is O'Neill. In front, through ball, and she didn't even waste any time. Let's just get it right out of here. 15 seconds to a mass break, and we might get it right here, and looks like we are. We're going to go to our mass break here. Midway through the second half, we are still scoreless, and Sutherland still with the edge in play. We'll take another break. You're watching Mendon and Sutherland Girls Soccer here on Varsity Media.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming,
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you.
What a move!
And the foul.
videography, and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
Patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
Be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
school events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
Welcome back to Pittsford Sutherland. where it's scoreless between the Knights and the Vikings in the annual rivalry game between Pittsford Mendon and Pittsford Sutherland. So far, the better play held with the Knights. More corner kicks, more shots, more dangerous chances. Mendon had one late in the first half, but Sutherland has put two balls right over the bar, right over the crossbar. One in the first half by Georgia, and another one here in the second half. I can't remember who took that shot, but it was. I think it was Bennett. I think it might have been Bennett. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. The last 20 minutes ahead, we'll see. We could be going to overtime. We discussed that in the break, but we'd like to see a goal. Everyone would like to see a goal. We don't want to see scoreless, but again, overtime soccer would be really exciting too, and they play it out. It's not golden goal, so we'll see what happens. We have 20 minutes to see if anyone can break the ice. And again, I think got to find a way to get the ball at Grace O'Hara's feet more if you're Mendon, because whatever Coach Palumbo is doing, it's working. But now it's time for a Mendon counter on that.
Yeah, she's the playmaker, and it seems like every time she's gotten the ball, she's had 3 or 4 defenders around her and can't really do much with it. But
And she hasn't gotten the ball much.
she hasn't gotten the ball
which is.
on her offensive side of the ball.
And part of that's Sutherland keeping some good pressure to keep the ball down here on Mendon. Got a Sutherland throw in here. Our last check of the boys' game, it was 1-1 over at Thornell Park. Rusty with the throw. A little ricochet action. Looks like it's off of Sutherland now, and it'll be a Mendon throw.
Pittsford fans, we will be right back here tomorrow night for Mendon Sutherland field hockey at 7 o'clock. And then back on Saturday for the boys' game here at 5 o'clock at Pittsford Sutherland.
Joel's basically taking up residence here. We're going to get a cot for him in the press box.
Brought the air mattress here. I'm just going to hang out for a couple days.
Got the space heaters.
Yeah, space heater, yeah. Gonna warm up a little bit. We'll be all right.
Elena Barr's done well tonight for Mendon on the attack. Still tied, 22 minutes to go there, Mendon Sutherland. You may have heard that. Bennett with some composure. She's going to pick a spot here, and she's going to drive it forward. Couldn't connect with Wilmot, but Sutherland gets the ball back. It's O'Neill ahead. Wilmot spinning, looking, tries to play a through ball. Finkbinder's got it. Can she get it across? She cannot. Again, a nice job of Mendon doing enough. I think it's number 9, Larimer. And if I can read the ponytail and the headband, let's see. No, I cannot. It's number 10, DeMarzo. Bridget Merkel. Bridget Merkel with a nice job riding the attacker out, and enough duress just to not allow a cross. You gotta have smart defenders that know when to go and know when to hold them. Nice play there to save a corner. Trying to pick up a number on that player. That Mendon counter they've been looking for. DeMarzo in front, broken up. DeMarzo with the header. Whoa, that's not a. Yeah, we got a foul on that one. That was Merkel fouled, the sophomore. So we'll see what Mendon can do with this free kick. Sutherland's had the better of these, and it looks like Lauren DeMarzo, the sophomore, will put it in play and see what Mendon can make of this one. Probably kind of try to drop it right around the 18-yard, top of the 18-yard box and see what happens. Put it in the mixer, as they say. Right where I said, and it's headed out by Sutherland. That's Bennett to Dunnigan. Waiting for some support on the outside. Here's Wilmot. Going to try to, and broken up. Kate Hennessy. Nice job poking that free and slowing the play down for a Sutherland throw-in. About 16 and a half minutes left in regulation. It's number 5, Finkbeiner. Well, Joel, I asked you earlier. You didn't ask me, but basketball is my favorite sport.
Basketball, your favorite sport to cover?
To play, yep.
Well, you've had some fun teams up in West Around to play to cover the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep, they've been pretty good the last couple of years, and
We've been covering them as well. Some fun teams.
I was still with the DNC when the boys won the state championship. All right, here we go. Back to the action. Nice try broken up again by Sutherland. Allie Finkbeiner, and here comes Bennett probably based on the way she's dribbling, yep. Bennett, one of the top scorers for Sutherland, and she's been active here. Now it's starting to get a little more physical, isn't it? Allie Finkbeiner plays it forward. Things are starting to break apart here a little bit. Play's getting a little more stretched. A little more space in the offensive third. This is Bennett picking somebody out. It's Ashley Finkbeiner going to play it forward to Georgia. Georgia takes it away. She touch and go, and she might take a shot. Nope, broken up. Last touch let her down. Good offensive play, though, again by Georgia, keeping some heat on Mendon.
Getting a little more physical, a little more upbeat the last couple minutes.
Well, maybe during that mess break, the coaches talked a little bit more desperation.
They're starting to look up at the scoreboard a little bit.
Yep. And, saying, hey, you guys cold? Let's get a goal and get out of here. No, I'm sure the girls, it's always easiest for the players, right? Usually they're running, they're sweating. They're fine. I joke about the weather.
Yeah, running around. But, one thing we haven't talked about is that ball gets pretty hard when it's this cold. So you've noticed a lot of set kicks, a lot of free kicks, set pieces coming up a little bit short. Probably has something to do with the ball being a little bit harder than normal.
50-50 ball, and Capitelli comes away with it and gives it back. Mendon on it. Merkel, DeMarzo. This is Merkel. Merkel plays it in front. Good ball there. Broken up. Ashley Finkbeiner with a nice decisive boot. O'Neill with the steal. Play it wide. You got space. She does. This is Dunnigan. She shifted around a little bit. Played out of bounds. It's going to go out. We'll have a Sutherland throw. And here, this is the form of this game now. It's what we've been seeing happen. Allie Finkbeiner will play it in with a throw. We'll trap here. Trying to figure something out. Capitelli in front. Nothing there. See if we get a crack by O'Neill. Thought about it. Didn't unleash. Ashley Finkbeiner in front, broken up again by Mendon. This is O'Hara. O'Hara to 5. 5 is battling for Mendon here. That's Mary Kate Leone. O'Neill to Georgia. We'll see what Georgia can do on the wide side. Cuts it back. Fighting another great fight there. I think that's Engen again over there on the far side for Mendon. This is number 4 again. Elena Barr doing a nice job for Mendon. Transitioning into the offensive third. And this one's out. It's a Sutherland throw again. This is Barr. Barr with a touch and go here, and she's off to the races. Plays it ahead. Their teammates got it, and there's a player in front, and it's, oh no, she plays it back, and it's blocked by a Sutherland defender, and we've got offside. Oh, I hate that call. In the box, no offside. That'd be, if I had a magic wand, I would wave that and say no offside in the box. Probably the second most heat we've seen from Mendon tonight. Comes with about 11 and a half minutes left to play. We are scoreless. Merkel getting a little more involved in the play here for Mendon. Another one of those talented sophomores for Coach Eric Pritchard. Unbeaten, 7-0 on the season. And certainly people would say they're probably the team that would be the one to challenge Spencerport. But certainly Pittsford Sutherland is showing that on any given night they can play with anybody.
Oh, for sure. Been very impressed with them tonight. Offensively, defensively.
Sutherland had that loss early in the season, 1-0 to Athena in the season opener. Came back with 3 consecutive shutout wins for Brockport, Arcadia, and Canandaigua. Then that loss to Mercy, and then 2-0-1 since. This is Georgia. Georgia, the shot. Laufer's there. I think that's Georgia. Okay. She's been very active on the left side, left flank all night long. Laufer with a pretty good punt. Oh, it don't look like a handball. They might have missed that one. That was Barr. Looks like we got a Sutherland free kick here. When what could be coming from a dangerous area. See if she puts it in front. This is Ava Allen, sister of Grace Allen on the trigger. Big left foot, hard in front. Gonna scoot through. Is that Bennett? And one of those calls in soccer, I don't know what that was. Don't like it. 50-50 ball. I'm not sure what the call was. Probably some sort of like obstruction thing, Joel.
Side judge, yeah. Couldn't really tell what. Probably wasn't offside. Maybe handball.
Yeah, I'm not sure there what they called. Just under 10 minutes, 9.5 left to play here. Scoreless, Sutherland and Mendon, girls soccer. It's going to be out off Mendon and a Sutherland throw. Abby Dunnigan, number 4, is going to give up the throw in to Finkbeiner. Finally got her down here, number 5. Sister of Ashley Finkbeiner. It's Lane Willis heading to the bench for the Knights. And we're going to stick with Sutherland to throw. Finkbeiner's going to throw it in. Got to get it down to that corner. Let's see what we got here. This is Ashley Finkbeiner. Bennett. Rusty throw the toss, lofts it in, and it's going to go out over the end line. It'll be a Mendon goal kick. Boy, as active as Georgia's been on the far side, you wonder if they would shift her. I don't know. If you're Adam Palumbo, I think it's working, whatever you're doing. You just haven't found that finish yet, and we'll see if that will happen for Mendon or Sutherland. This would be a bit of a steal here if Mendon can pull one out and get one across. I think wind's affecting that ball.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good turn by Engen and getting it forward. That's Barr again. Looks like it's going to go off of. It's going to be a Mendon throw, looks like, off the Knights of Sutherland. 7.5 to play here at Sutherland. Good little flick on, but ends up at the boot of a Sutherland player. This is a Rusty. This is number 10, Merkel. Bridget Merkel's been very active here in the second half. DeMarzo's going to play it up with a big bounce. Let's see what happens. Michaud's on it. She's got it. O'Hara. Not bad there for Mendon. A little more pressure from the Vikings. We'll flick on here to try to go into herself. Hennessy. Good clear. Knights having to build up from the back a little more than they had most of the match. Probably Georgia again over there, right? Not afraid to go right at defenders.
Georgia's, I think Georgia's playing for the.
Did he shift Georgia?
No. Yes, he did. He's now white closer to us.
Did you hear me almost call that about him moving Georgia? He did move Georgia.
He did.
Wow.
That's Avo O'Neal taking corner now.
Here comes Avo O'Neal with a corner kick. I believe it's the 5th one of the match.
Georgia's on the goal line, and Anthony Finkfighter's on the goal line.
The crowd definitely into this one. They want to. They're cold. No, here it comes. Right tight against the net, and never got into play there too much. It'll go out of bounds for Mendon goal kick. Fans definitely excited about that one for the Knights. Sensing that a goal here will probably end the match. That'll probably be the one that ends up being the winner. Last 5 minutes of the half, last 5 minutes of the game is when most of the action happens. Is it maybe a Rusty up there?
He moved Ella Wilmot to the far left. He moved her to the far left.
So some tactical moves and shifts here by Coach Palumbo.
Wilmot's in the far left.
Sutherland on its home field trying to pull out what would be an upset here of the Vikings. Unbeaten on the season for Mendon, 7-0 and 5-2-1 for Sutherland. There's some space over here. Dunnigan has it, plays it forward, probably a little too heavy of a touch. It's going to go out again, and she does it again. Once again, a good reading of the ball there by Sophie Tomasi.
These teams will round out the regular season on Saturday against each other.
2 Mendon Sutherland games in 1 week.
2 in 1 week. There's actually 6 Mendon Sutherland games this week. It's a busy week here in Pittsburgh.
Definitely win playing wreaking some havoc with those goal kicks.
Over the top to Georgia. Georgia fighting for it to Ava O'Neal. O'Neal over to Ashley Finkbeiner.
O'Neal to Finkbeiner.
Finkbeiner out to Ella Wilmot.
It's Ella Wilmot with a shot. Oh, hits the right part of the crossbar. The follow-up. It's Bennett, I think. What a job by Laufer. I beg your pardon, it was Dunnigan. Wow, what a fantastic job by Laufer. Wow, that was it, man. That was wind was in the favor. That's we're going to overtime. I'm calling it. That was the best chance.
That was the chance of the day for sure.
What a job by Ari Laufer, senior goalkeeper for Mendon. This is O'Hara. Takes a long shot. Michaud's on it. Samantha Michaud, senior goalkeeper and captain for the Knights. Here come the Knights again. Mendon now. Couple crossbars. This is one of those soccer games. Here comes Mendon. There's O'Hara. Slippery boy. Nice job by Ava Allen right there. If O'Hara gets free, that could be lights out. It's a little bit of, I was just about to say that too. You get some people pulling up here. A little shoulder shiver there by Bennett.
One more look at that scoring opportunity for Sutherland. There's
Dialed
the
it up.
shot
There's the shot.
off the post and
Upper 90.
2 off the post. I think that hit the upper post there again.
Wow.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's great action here.
That's the follow-up.
Approaching 2 minutes left in the half. Here's DeMarzo up ahead for Mendon, and it's going to go out off of the Sutherland player. And we got a substitution coming in for, is that Merkel? Yep. It's Merkel, I believe, and looks like number 10. I beg your pardon, Merkel is number 10 way over here. Elena Barr is number. Yeah, she. And then trying to sneak one in here. 90 seconds to go. Ball in front. Headed out. Well done. Who was that on the header? Ava Allen. Nice job on that one. Sutherland with about 87 seconds left. Up the left side. Ella Wilmot is switched over to the left side now. Charger playing more central. I wonder if they'll put any extra time here on. I don't really see that they would. 70 seconds to go in regulation. Ball in front, a high one here, and it's a header out for Mendon. Aresti's going to play it in front. Now it's just desperation time and headed out by Mendon, did not decisively. Mendon again doing a nice job, composure in the defense. Is this Finkbeiner? Look out. It's a dangerous play. There's a shot. And I guess it's a goal. It's a goal with 35 seconds left to play. Now here we go. We got a conference from the referees. I'm not convinced yet. We're going to get a replay here for you here at Varsity Media, but the officials are speaking to each other, and certainly the linesman did not indicate goal. And Lawford are kind of pleading their case here. And then Joel here says it's in. So let's take a look, Joel. Boy, I tell you, what a job she's done all night long, Lawford. And no fault at all her. That was a great shot. Do we know who shot the ball? We're going to try to run it back here and see if we can figure out the goal. 35 seconds to go. They're sorting things out still. So you have a minute here, Joel, to figure this out. Oh, I guess we're completely wrong here in the press box. They're saying no goal. Maybe they should look at the replay from Varsity Media. Wow, this could be a bitter pill now for Sutherland if they have to walk away with a tie, or even if they were to lose in overtime after what looks like it should have been the winning goal, or at least the go-ahead goal, I should say. 14 seconds to go. This is going to be a chance here. I think you're going to see O'Hara take a shot. I would take a shot from here. If you're getting 7 seconds, you got to hurry up here, Mendon. Here's the shot. Who's going to take this? And there's the horn. And they're not even going to get a shot off. See, it's a tough one. We're going to go to overtime scoreless here, and some controversy in Mendon's Sutherland. What we thought here should have been a Sutherland victory. The ball had trickled over the line. And Abby, Ari Lawford, I beg your pardon. Maybe she should go into law. That was a pretty good job pleading her case, and it worked. But, I will say, again, the linesman never indicated goal, which meant that the linesman never saw it. Well, we're going to, what do we got, 20 minutes of mandatory overtime? 2 10-minute periods. No golden goal, folks. So we got about 4.5 minutes before we start play up again. You want to take a little break here, Joel? And we'll come back, and we won't talk poorly about the referees in the break, we promise. Just kidding. We are at Sutherland, right? We can be a little bit to the Sutherland side. All right, you're watching Section 5 soccer coverage on Varsity Media.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Cuts inside. Touchdown, Red Devils. Rosin coach Greg Murphy. There's you. What a move. And the foul.
Videography. And photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games,
patience offensively against this excellent defense. Now the shot's fired. How about that? Right into the top of the cage off the stick.
It'll be second down and 3. Handoff this time right up the middle. And B.J. Clark is gone for the touchdown.
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone at 866-577-1950.
We're back with Varsity Media soccer coverage here in Section 5. We're at Pittsford Sutherland. We're through 80 minutes of play. We are scoreless. And it looked like with 35 seconds to go, Joel, that Sutherland had pulled this one out on a shot by Ashley Finkbeiner, one of the captains for the Knights. But and Ari Lawford did a tremendous job in goal for Mendon. The replays we have look like the ball went over the net, over the line, I should say. But no goal.
Yeah, it's very close. I think if you're a Sutherland fan, it was over the line. If you're a Mendon fan, no way.
Well, new life for Mendon, and you got to wonder what this is going to do psychologically to Sutherland to have that taken away to a degree in a game where a match where they've had the better of play, and now they've got to go to overtime against their arch rival. And quite often, the letdown here comes from the team that almost won the match. So we'll see how Sutherland handles that mentally. If that's, if they pull a Rocky Balboa and he's getting angry. They're getting angry out there, not getting beat. Getting mad, as Paulie said. And that's a dodgy play right off the start for Mendon, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Sutherland.
Yeah, if you're Sutherland, keep doing what you're doing. They've just been on attack this whole game, and a lot of good chances, and you just got to hope one of them goes on the back of the net.
Here's Georgia. That's through LB.
Bennett.
Dave O'Neill.
O'Neill's going to play it out wide. Not a lot of time there with Parker closing down, or O'Hara rather, I beg your pardon. Well, maybe they can find a Grace O'Hara. We shall see and spring her. They haven't been able to do that all night long. DeMarzo, the sophomore, with the throw. Merkel, it's pushed wide. It's a Finkbeiner up. I beg your pardon, that was Wilmot. Wilmot shifted back to the right side, and she's got something going here. Cuts it a little heavy on the touch, and it's cleared. Mendon's going to try to counter. There is O'Hara. O'Hara, this is the most she's had the ball at her feet the entire night right now, folks. Touch and go. She's going to go. That's Elena Barr. That might be, was that Merkel? Oh. That's Dunnigan. Dunnigan wide to Georgia. Now Georgia's been shifted back to the left side. She's taking on people as usual. Here she goes with some space. Plays it, square ball. Wilmot has it. Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner was the one that hit the bar. Broken up by Mendon. But Sutherland keeping it again. Here we go. Here's Merkel, I believe. Let's take a look at the number. I think it's Merkel. It is Merkel. And we're going to get a foul. They call those professional fouls in the program. That's Abby Capitelli with a professional foul to break up play. DeMarza, will she shoot this and hope for a rebound?
And it's still going into the window a little bit, too.
Free kick here. DeMarzo for the Mendon Vikings. 2.5 minutes into overtime, our first overtime period. Into the mixer, and it's knocking around there. Knocked out by Sutherland. And it's, no, we're going to keep it in. Michaud's got it. She'll punt it forward. And they'll switch. They'll switch after this and switch sides. So Mendon will have the win going to the next. Wilmot plays it forward. That's a Finkbeiner right there. No, Dunnigan, I beg your pardon. Well, they're going to hold it up for a second, get some numbers forward. Ava O'Neill plays it forward. Wilmot looking for a little through run there. Didn't happen. 17, that's O'Neill. Some composure. Got time out here for Capitelli. She's going to carry it forward. O'Neill with a little, just tried to maintain possession there. O'Hara's got it. Gonna play it forward, the midline stripe. That's Barr. Something working here for Mendon. Here comes Barr, dribbling in. Plays it out wide. Allen with a 15. I think that was Haley Giordano, I believe, with the shot. Just over 4 minutes into the first overtime period. We are scoreless. Mendon, Sutherland. Comes a goal kick for Sutherland. Good one. O'Neill. Finkbeiner plays it forward, broken up by Mendon. There's the wind being a factor right there. Dunnigan, left side to Georgia. Common refrain tonight. They need some support in the middle of the field here. Georgia's proven she can get the ball across. Not that time. That's Engen going to get the throw in here for Mendon. Midway through the first overtime period, scoreless. Mendon and Sutherland in girls soccer. That's Barr number 4 and Ava O'Neill tangling. It'll stay out for a Mendon throw. Throws to the middle. A little bit of space here. Going to play it square and back. Ooh. Got space out wide. Probably a big-time boot here. No. Good job. Merkel's got it. Taken away by Finkbeiner. Here comes Wilmot. Good build-up here for the Knights. Wilmot trying to get it across. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a Sutherland corner kick. Well, first one from this side of the field. Wonder if the wind will have any factor here at all.
Yeah, I noticed that the last one from the far side, it definitely pushed it over the goal line, so you got to make sure you get this out far enough.
Put in front. A punch out by Oloffer. And it looks like Mendon's going to clear it again. Well done by Loffer. Did what she could do to get a hand on that ball, get it out, and then her defense supported her.
It's really aggressive on that. Made up her mind early. Got punched out.
Got to be like 8-1 in corners. Sutherland on its home field. Finkbeiner to Wilmot. This is O'Neill. Got that right thigh wrapped, it looks like. Here she comes. Wilmot on the right side trying to get something across. Can't do it. Looks going to be a throw-in for the Knights. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Wind picking up a bit. We can see the Senior portrait banners flapping in the wind a bit in front. And here's Merkel. Good touch there. Looks like it's O'Hara. Look out. O'Hara carries. And cuts and stops and holds on and waits for some support. She gets it. Plays it ahead. This is probably bar. It is bar, but it's cleared. Now we see some space, and this is where the fatigue will pull the play apart a bit, and it could help O'Hara get loose. This is O'Neill again. A little too far, a little heavy. Whatever that's going on with that right thigh, it's not impeding O'Neill too much. She's doing a nice job tonight. This is DeMarzo. Looks like the throw here for Mendon. Looking for Merkel over her head. And it's going to be out. And it'll be a throw in back a little bit farther back for Mendon. $1:40 left here in the first overtime. Scoreless. DeMarzo with the throw. And it's out of bounds. It'll be a Sutherland throw. And we got a substitution, which slows play down a bit. Boy, could have been a quick go there for Finkbeiner. Looks like Dunnigan's coming out. Abby Dunnigan, junior midfielder for Sutherland, is going out. Some fresh legs coming in, and who is this? Doesn't look. It's the number 8. Kate Lanthier. Lanthier, yeah, there she is again. Some fresh legs coming in. Senior. 54 seconds left in OT period number 1. Boot by Ari Laufer. She's been tremendous tonight for Mendon. Bennett heads it in. Can't do anything with it. It's 13 for Mendon. Sophie Tomasi. Left side for Georgia. Yeah, here they come, Joel. Here they come. Georgia gets it in front again. Good play there. That might. O'Neill's got a big leg. She takes a shot. It's going to be wide. 17 seconds left. I think if you're Mendon, you slow play this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. And it's intercepted. Is that Lanthier? It's Ella Wilmot. And it's deflected a little bit. Oh, boy. Some real dicey moments there. Maybe the old play-by-play guy knew what he was talking about. Slow play that a little bit, Mendon. Well, you're not going to go, you're not going to go down the length of the field in 18 seconds, right? So,
into the wind too.
Yeah, take your medicine, get into the second OT when you have the wind at your back. We'll flip-flop it here. And do we want to take a break? We want to keep it here, Joel?
We got a minute and a half. We can keep it.
Let's keep it here and talk a little Section 5 sports. Let me say this one time properly because I butchered the name of my radio show. It's our 18th year, Connors and Farris High School Sports Show. Way back when we were just a little operation and Varsity Media was becoming this media giant here. We worked together with Ben Turkshin and his staff then, which was very small. It was when Ben was just starting out in Rochester.
Yeah, absolutely, 2010.
So real great to see the growth of your company and what they've been able to provide here for Section 5. I know, unfortunately, football and volleyball not able to play this fall. I didn't think football could do it. Felt very bad for the volleyball kids because, there is distance in that sport, obviously, with you got the net there. But I think, again, a lot of it had to do with indoor sport, which is where I really am worried about being no indoor sports in the winter. I think skiing is going to be okay. I wonder about bowling. I think you can do it distance-wise in a bowling alley and have a bowling for this winter. Wrestling, I think, is no shot.
Yeah. Been able to pull off girls swimming, so boys swimming's in the winter. I think
Sure.
it'll be okay.
I initially thought hockey was going to be okay, but I've been hearing some tremors that it might not be. And you think they've got the masks on or the helmets on already. You can put masks on them, or at least shields. But I don't think a shield's going to do it. I think the masking issue, you'd have to have a mask and a shield. And we'll see if that'll come to fruition. I think it would be wise if I was calling the shots. I would wait until the fall season's over. I would not make any sort of announcement that's going to cast any shadow over the fall season. So hopefully they'll wait a couple 3 weeks. At the very least, maybe they could, even if they can't have, say, a basketball season in Section 5, at least they could let the team practice together. So we'll see if that would be good for the development of these young people and get them into that routine that's good for their development. You know.
It's a tough call either way, and you really feel for the people making these decisions, what a spot they're in. Obviously, whatever way you go, somebody's probably not going to be happy. So, no matter what decision is made, they're doing it for the interest of the kids. Keep the kids safe. So, just like everybody else, we're always going to do. Hope we have another season. We can live safely.
Hope so. We hope so. We're going to kick off the final 10 minutes of soccer here from Pittsford Sutherland. Before I forget, I want to thank everybody here that made this broadcast possible, from Varsity Media, from the school, from the support people to the people on the sidelines who are dealing with the wind and the cold more than we are up in the press box. And we are underway at almost exactly 9 o'clock tonight. 0-0 Mendon Sutherland. And it shifted now, so Mendon will have the wind at its back. But again, Mendon playing out of the back. And here goes O'Hara. Couldn't get to that one. And you see the wind's not holding that up.
Yeah, Mendon's definitely got the advantage now with the wind that they haven't had since the first half. So we'll see what they can do with it.
O'Hara plays it wide and back. It's going to be out of bounds, looks like, on Mendon. And it'll be a long hair throw for Sutherland. All right, let's see what develops here for the Knights. Georgia's been a part of a lot tonight. We'll see if Sutherland can keep the heat on despite going against the wind. Here comes Elena Barr. Through ball to O'Hara. She's onside. Gets a touch on it, and what a save! What a save by Michaud. Samantha, that's it, right? That's the could have been a heartbreaking goal for Mendon there, elation for Mendon, but heartbreaking for Sutherland. And now a corner kick here for the Vikings. Boy, O'Hara got the one chance, right? And just a big-time save by Samantha Michaud, captain for Pittsford, one of the captains for Pittsford Southern. Tremendous in the first 90 seconds of the second overtime period. Here comes the counter for Sutherland. Again, fatigue is going to be a factor here. Things are stretched out. This is Finkbeiner. Tried to get Dunnigan in the through ball. Dunnigan's got it now. Oh, boy. So each goalie has come up with tremendous saves. This is Elena Barr trying to keep O'Hara onside. There goes O'Hara. And no flag is up. She's onside. Let's see. She'll get there. Puts it in front, but she can't turn it and keep it in play. Goal kick for the Knights. 7.5 to go. Boy, boy, boy. 1-on-1. What a job by Michaud here. Left-footed touch, and she just got a hand on it and got it wide of the right post. Tremendous job by Samantha Michaud. Congratulations to her. That's a big-time save. Absolutely. Here comes Georgia. Georgia, it's a 2-on-4. That's not going to work. Here we go. Bennett going to hold it up, play it back. Good build up here for Sutherland. Georgia, heavy touch there. Stays with it. Engen, good defensive work. Back to double deuces there. Kate Hennessy. I think that is Kate. It is Kate Hennessy. Kieran Brent. Kieran Brennan, name we haven't called that much here on the right side for Mendon. Engen's going to throw it in. Haley Giordano in front. Oh, a little misplay by Finkbeiner. And it's going to go out for a corner kick, I believe, for Mendon. Oh, boy. 6 minutes to go in the match. Here we go. In front. It's loose. Put it off the line. Another shot. Oh, my goodness. Boy, if things turned around here in the second overtime, Mendon putting all the heat on now. Look out for the bounce. And Michaud saves it. That one goes in, though. It's a rebound shot, and it's number 2. O'Hara does it. Grace O'Hara with 5:35 left to play, and it's 1-0 Mendon. Boy, that's a tough one. We'll have to see that one again, Joel. Big. That's a wind-aided ball over Michaud's head. Does a tremendous job to get it out wide. O'Hara just smashes it back off the goalie and in. And 2 chances on the night for O'Hara. She cashed in on the second one. I'm not sure who played that big ball back in, but a nice job by Mendon. Realizing probably the wind was with them. Tricky bounce for Michaud. And it's 1-0 Pittsford Mendon. Trying to move to 8-0 on the season. And another lesson for the Sutherland Knights, which they can use to their advantage in sectionals. And there's still 5 minutes to go.
You just figured at some point the wind was going to kind of play a little bit of an advantage, and Mendon took advantage. That was their opportunity,
and it picked up a little bit here late too. The wind.
Yeah.
I would not say the wind is much of a factor in the first half. Well, we'll see what kind of fight the Knights have here over the last 5 minutes to try to equalize.
Plenty of time.
If they were to pull this out, this draw, it would feel like a victory, I think. Good touches here, Bennett, but poked away. Is that Hennessy again? She's been fantastic back there. About 4 minutes left to play. 1-0 Mendon. Goal midway through the second overtime period by leading scorer Grace O'Hara, her 8th goal in the season. This is Allen. Georgia might have been a handball, and they got it. Any chance we can see who had that? That might have been Hennessy that put that back in, one of the defenders.
Just a great one-time ball right there.
Yep. And it's pretty, and pretty smart by O'Hara too. That's a goal scorer. She knew that second shot did not have to do much. We have a goalie laying on the ground. I just need to get this thing on frame, and chances are it's going to have a good result for her. Here comes the build-up from the Knights. Ashley Finkbeiner, it's taken away by Mendon. Here comes O'Hara. O'Hara carrying a good little through ball there. It was Merkel. Kieran Brent again. Here's Barr. Here's Barr trying to run through some tackles. Can't. She stopped. That's Lanthier. Mendon doing a nice job keeping the ball in here. 2:53 to go in the ball game. We got a Sutherland throw here. Certainly plenty of time. O'Hara. Yep, they got to go a little. There we go, a little touch, and they got to keep the ball down a bit because they can't go too high through the air. Hennessy keeps it in. That's all you want to do if you're Mendon. It's almost like hockey trying to kill a penalty. You just keep knocking it back the other way. Here's Georgia. See if she can have a little magic. I think they're going to get one more look, guys. I think they're going to get one more good chance. We'll see if Ari Laufer can be up to the task as she has been all night long, trying to earn another shutout. I believe it would be the 4th shutout for the Vikings tonight, this season. I beg your pardon, the 5th. Little touch by O'Hara. That's good. That's going to kill some time. Minute 47 to go. 46 and counting. 1-0 Mendon. Wind is keeping the ball down there. Sutherland's going to have to play to feet. Keep it low. Try to ping pong this thing up. They got 90 seconds to go. Desperate times now for the Knights, who look like they may fall to 5-3-1 on the season. Get another crack though at their rivals this Saturday. That match is here, Joel?
At Thornell.
Oh, at Thornell Park. Okay.
So we'll swap fields and do this again in a couple days.
Throw in for the Vikings. Well done by Mendon there, just knocking it forward. I think that's number 9. Maya Larimer, smart play. 1 minute to go. Minute to go for Sutherland, trying to avoid this somewhat heartbreaking loss. They've had the better of play.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. It's probably 75-25 in terms of possession a lot of this game. And
That's a good, I was going to say 3/4 of the game, 75% definitely Sutherland. But Mendon has played very well here in the second overtime for sure. And now here's might be the last gasp chance here. 28 seconds left. One little touch here for Mendon. This one is done now. 20 seconds to go. Just take it to the corner flag. Not what you want to do there, Elena. Want to go down that corner flag and kill off the rest of the clock, but it's not going to matter. 10 seconds left. The Mendon Vikings are going to stay perfect on the season. Coach Pritchard's team is going to go to 8-0 here. 2-1. And the defense runs back and celebrates with goalkeeper Ari Laufer. Well-earned shutout for that young lady. And that defense, a real bend and not break win for the Mendon Vikings, and an opportunistic goal by one of the deadliest goal scorers in Monroe County, Grace O'Hara, her 8th on the season, midway through that second overtime.
Congratulations to both teams
Yeah,
on an incredibly well-played game. Fans, please again remember, go directly to the parking lot where you can meet your team after they depart from the field. Please keep your masks on at all times and maintain social distance through your parking.
Well, I think it was three bars. I think 3 bars for Sutherland, and that's the cruel reality of soccer. You can outplay a team, and they did for much of this match. But if you're not clinical in front and can't find a way to beat the goalkeeper, and props to Ari Laufer, the Mendon goalie, she was fantastic when she needed to be, and that was the difference in this match. So unbeaten Mendon goes to 8-0, and Sutherland falls to 5-3. It's a 1-0 final here from Sutherland. Mendon wins in the rivalry game.
yeah, wouldn't expect nothing less between these two teams. A 1-0 game, overtime, close. Just another typical Mendon Sutherland game. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun to do it. I appreciate the opportunity. Joel and the whole staff at Varsity Media, great hospitality here at Pittsford Sutherland, where we stayed nice and warm up at the press box. All these hardy fans out there supporting their young people and their families and their friends, and obviously props to them for all they do to support those kids. A little victory lap or run over to the field here for the Mendon Vikings. And again, following protocols, they're going to head right to the parking lot where they can meet up with their families. But you can see how excited they are to come into Sutherland and beat the rivals 1-0. Oh, not coming over. It was just a little cool-down lap. For Joel Belthazer, did I get it?
You got it.
Belthazer, my name's Jeff DeVeronica. Should we sign off here? What do you think, Joel?
Yeah, I want to thank, again, you mentioned thanks to Pittsburgh for the hospitality as always, and thanks to our cameraman tonight, Kyle Sanson, did a phenomenal job as he always does.
Always, Kyle. And those replays are fantastic. Really a great thing for our kids to be able to, and their families to be able to see instant replays like that.
And a shout out to Devo on your first ever soccer broadcast. We really glad to have you, and can't wait to have you back.
Well, it's tough. I tell you, it's tough with the eyes. We're getting older, and the jerseys aren't the greatest. But if there's an opportunity to do it again, I'd love to have another. And maybe it'd be one of these teams playing for a chance. I don't know what championship weekend looks like in Section 5, but hopefully, maybe I could see one of these teams playing Spencer Fort for the title. So We will see. For Joel Belthazer, my name's Jeff DeVeronica. Have yourself a safe and good night, folks, and we'll talk to you again soon right here at Varsity Media.